Hi-ho! So, in Dragon City today we have a new maze event, and with this new maze event we have the new collection event for this Colosssyche dragon, whatever you want to call it. But I actually quite like this dragon. I do like the little description backstory of this dragon. Because it says, when the DNA of both the Colossus Eternal Dragon and the Psyche Dragon accidentally got caught up in one of the high quantum wormhole dragon's black holes, the rare phenomenon of polymerization occurred, creating the Colosssyche Dragon. So you can see his arms, you can see the body of the other dragon. I like the idea. It is a nice looking mythical. And of course, to be able to get this dragon, you need to collect the new Colosssyche ornaments. So these items are available in the upcoming maze events, just like we've had before. And since we've got a new maze event, we do have the costs for each of the paths in the maze event, and these have all been posted into the DC event guide section of my Discord server. So this is a repeat of the usual maze of this cycle. So we have the Keys Path, which is 10,830 currency. We have the 2-day Unlock Legend cost, which is 8,165. And then we have the 3-day Unlock Legend at 6,720. And I'm just going to be real with you. I don't think that this maze event is actually as great as some of the others. We have no insignias, nothing in particular of note. The only thing is we have the Colosssyche and we have the dry boxes. And since I was away for the beginning of this pirate event, I'm getting zero use out of these dry boxes. The only thing that I actually want to go for is the actual new dragon. And so for that reason alone, I will be going through the main path, because if you check the amount of items that you can get from this event, you'll see that you will primarily get the Colosssyche ornaments from the Keys Path, because the Keys Path has 12 of them and 8 dry boxes, whereas the other legend paths have like 2 ornaments or just 1 singular ornament and 1 dry box. So honestly, there isn't really a whole lot of reason to wait and go for the other dragons in this event, unless like you just don't own this legendary and you just want to unlock it straight away. You can do that. But if we're talking in terms of optimization and such, it's not really a great idea to not go for the Keys Path. So this is a basic go down the Keys Path, pick up the keys, move on to the next one, pick up more items, that sort of thing. But if you do want that new collection dragon, you definitely want to be going through the main Keys Path anyway. And if you are trying to finish up your Marauder Monsoon collection, yeah, you want to be going through that Keys Path as well. So there is that. And of course, we've just got quests going on at the moment as well for the event. So we've got the Flight Stamp Path quests that we still need to do. And then we do have the Stay Dry quest. But all in all, you're going to get like 2,000 currency per day for this event. So there's 6,000 coins from resets. There's 3,000 coins from the runner event if you get the maze coins with them. And there's 550 from the quest. So you're probably going to get about 9,500 without ads, which means that if you want to finish the entire Keys Path, that's 10,800. So you can probably finish the entire Keys Path if you watch your ads and we get the maze currency from it. But right now we have flight stamps as the reward in the Dragon TV anyway. So you won't be getting any today, but perhaps tomorrow you will get some. Maybe you'll get a roulette jumbo box. Who knows? But for right now, the only really main focuses that we have are going to be Arena and just the ongoing runner event, really. So yeah, there's not really too much else going on at the moment, but do not forget that we do indeed have the upcoming heroic race in a couple of days. So I would say start preparing your islands now. Like, yeah, you can do your breeds and hatches for a couple more days, but make sure that within like a day or so that you start clearing out your hatchery and your breeding dens to make way for the upcoming heroic race. And it is high flying heroic race. If you ever want to know what the upcoming events are, that is also posted in my Discord server and on the official server. But we've got DC event guides where we post event guides, and then we have the Dragon City news channel where you'll see we have the April events that get posted in there. You can click them and they do tell you when the upcoming heroic race is. They will tell you when marathons are coming up. They did that last time for the Myth Marvelous event when it came out. Although with Myth Marvelous, they actually incorrectly informed us that it was going to be a heroic marathon or heroic race of some description, and then they changed it to a mythical marathon. But I'll give them a pass because at least they let us know that it was going to be a race of some description. So I definitely always recommend checking out those places for the most up-to-date information. But at the end of the day, I am just chilling at the moment. I got to 1400 dragons finally, and oh god, I'm gonna gem once. This Wizard's Hollow, it does have an occult chest, but you know, it's not the best chest ever. However, we apparently, if any of the leaks are true, which they may not be, we may be having an Ambition Karma Hollow very soon, and also another Hollow with a very nice chest in it. So if you were going to spend your gems on anything, don't spend it on Pure Titan. Pure Titan is not worth it. And to top it off, I think that we will have some better hollows coming up soon. So if you want to get as much value as you possibly can, I'd recommend saving up your gems and spending them on the good ones. But you know, this run hasn't been terrible, but there we go. We run into our next wizard. I'm not going to spend any more gems on this. I am too stingy for that. I'm going to keep saving up my gems, getting more stuff, and I look forward to the Ambition Hollow. Will I spend on it? I don't know. I've not decided as of yet what I'm going to do, because spending gems, planning to spend them on Wizard's Hollow is rarely a good thing. The reason I say that is purely because you cannot predict how much or how many gems you're going to have to spend to get the dragon that you want. And yeah, I know that in theory, if you get enough gems, and even accounting for the maximum amount of gems that it would require to revive, you can in theory have a guaranteed successful Wizard's Hollow run. But is it really worth spending like 2,000 gems on one karma? No, of course it's not. So it's tough. Do I just save up for Black Friday? Because if you didn't know, last year Black Friday, they did have some okay deals, not the best they've ever had. They did actually put High Voodoo Vampire in the shop for 399 gems as well, which turned out to be a mistake in the end, but myself and many others picked up High Voodoo Vampire for 400 gems pretty much last year during Black Friday. But outside of any mistakes or anything that they might make with the shop costs, they have sold karmas and dragons like the jewel dragons before in the shop, and it might be anywhere from like 400 gems to 600 gems. 600 gems I'd say is a bit steep, but you do just get the ability to be able to outright buy that dragon. So rather than playing your luck in the Wizard's Hollow, instead you could pick up the other karmas that you need for the collection, just buy them outright. So it's a tough decision to make. And you've got to think many, many months ahead, because like Black Friday is in November. November is quite a ways away right now, I know. But we do... I was a bit too... How did I press that too early? I don't know. I was getting a bit too edgy, I think. But yeah, since Black Friday is in November, we've got quite a few months and we could save up tons more gems. Like, it's not often I get to 1,400 gems free to play, just through saving up. There have been so many gems available in the recent events. The previous maze event, for example, and the events before these, oh my god, they were so good. And everything you could like *2, including all the gems. So the events before these last couple were absolutely insane. And so that's where I got all of my gemmies from. But, you know, we haven't really been hit with that too much. But that's why I'm kind of enjoying this chill period. Because, you know, right now, we don't really have too many things to worry about. Maze is a one-day timer. There's barely anything in it anyway to be excited about, whatever. The runner event is just good old-fashioned runner event, and we still get the gems in it anyway, so runner event is still rewarding, but you do actually have to do the runner event runs, which is the problem. But yeah, I don't know. I guess I will do my runs. We will pick up all of our currency. We'll pick up insignias. But the maze event is a little bit of a flop this time. But if you do want to know what each of the paths have, we've gone through that. So best of luck. I hope that you get everything out of the collections. But I guess next thing to worry about is gonna definitely be heroic race, so get prepared for that. If you do need any guides for the heroic race, you can always find them on my YouTube channel. I have uploaded like thousands and thousands, it feels like, heroic race guide videos, so many guide videos for the heroic race anyway. So if you do want to get prepared before the race, you can go and watch those, and they will be pretty much the same for most of them, apart from like 4 of them that were quite different to the rest. But anyway, I'm gonna keep hatching my dragons. Time to get to 1500 dragons. I love me some dinosaurs as well, but I'm gonna go and play Yu-Gi-Oh! Because I unfortunately got back into Master Duel and now I've been taken. So all of my spare time is gonna be like barely any DC and all Yu-Gi-Oh! As you do.